Welcome to theshadowlord here, and today you join me on a brand new video. Today's video is going to be the Let's Analyze episode 2. Now, we're going to be analysing some feral gameplay from a player in my guild who asked me to do this for him. He's going to be playing as Monk, Mistweaver, and Feral. Now, I'm just going to pause it here. I'm trying something a little bit different in how I record these videos, so let me know in the comment section down below if you prefer it. Now, something I do want to talk about a little bit, if you can just get it so his cursor isn't actually in the way. There we go. We can see his talents. Now, where he's going is not bad, right? But there's a couple of changes I would personally make. On the first tier, if you're going for what it looks like the bleed spec, you have everything correct minus 2 of the talents, which is the level 15 and the level 30. So you're going to want to go Lunar Empowerment, which basically means you can now use your Moonfire to generate range combat points, which is really, really cool and really, really strong. Also, you want to go Wild Charge. Now, I really don't understand your decision to go Renewal here because it's one of those situations where you have a healer, so any healing you need, you're going to be able to get it. And if you don't, you also have, whenever you use a finishing move as a feral, you get your instant cast on regrowth. So that is a really, really good heal, really, really tanky heal. So we're going to look into his honor talents to see what he actually goes here as well. So, okay. So where you're going here, as you can see, he doesn't actually have all of them, which is fine because, to be honest, in my opinion, most of the ones you need are only on the first two anyway. Up to about Flare, basically the one that basically makes the critical strike of your next Ferocious Bite. Do more is the one where you necessarily want to be. So he's got 2 more to get. Now, I would say that arguably you shouldn't be changing any of your actual honor talents right now. They seem to be pretty fine for this matchup. Those of you who have noticed already, he's playing against a Havoc Demon Hunter and a Fire Mage. Now, I'm very curious on who he's going to go here. Now, I have sort of seen the footage a little bit. Now, the first thing you want to watch as a feral is I'll just play for the rest of the game a little bit here. And as we talk about, I'll talk about how the opening of the game should be going. Now, the Havoc, if he's good, is going to try and get you out as a feral Druid in stealth. Now, what Wicked's doing right now is actually really, really good because he's trying to get his instant blood talons, I believe the talent's called, where you get 2 stacks of it by Acacia Walgrove. So that's not bad that you've done there. Now, questionable, like I would use dash here, and something that I've seen as I've been watching the clips through is you're not really using dash at all. One of those powerful things, as you can see, the Demon Hunter just used Spectral Sight, so good avoiding of that, good at using of pillars, that's why. As you can see here, the Mage is actually looking to open it on your Monk. So, that's good that you actually stayed in stealth. Now, questionable going on a Demon Hunter. Now, this is the first, what I would say, a mistake. We'll go a little bit back here, because I want to talk about this a little bit. So, as you can see here, you're banished, right? But, let's have a look. Okay, so your Monk is 100% health. Now, we'll talk about your UI a little bit towards the end as well. Because personally, I like having my UI kind of clustered around my character so I can see, whether my moment's dying and things like that. Having your unit frames like this is fine, like with the target frame and your frame next to each other, that's fine. But what the enemy team is doing right now is they are trying to go and get you a trinket so then they can get you in a CC chain where you will then they're able to go on the Monk. Now, if you're going to trinket, I mean, that was arguably an insta trinket regarding global. But to be honest, okay, so what did you gain from this trinket? You they're now about to connect on your main. So let's see what. pressure against the monk, and you can hit the mage. If you force the mage to block, it means he's not going to do damage. The person who's more likely going to kill someone on this team will be either the meta from the Demon Hunter or the Fire Mage, if he's allowed to free cast, right? So this mage wasn't polying and etc. like that, but, you know, this point source that, and also it increases your damage as well. If the more Tiger's Furies you can get off a game, the better. So the more kicks you can get off, the more Tiger's Furies, therefore the more damage you can do. Now, as you can see here, the mage is rooting your monk, because the mage is going to try and recover. Now, it's not bad that you're going for the Demon Hunter here, but personally, you have a situation here where you just got re-stealth, right? So, you could pop dash, and you could probably got to that mage and scored the kill. Now, you win this game anyway, because you're going to get the stun. And I think your kind of thought process here was, okay, my monk is dying, I need to do something. But, now, a mistake your monk made was chasing after, like, he chased after the mage, right? This should be what you're doing. The reason why you got second block there is because the mage needed to, otherwise the monk was going to fist weave him to death. But by the monk doing this, if we look over up here at the top corner, just here, as you can see, the monk is actually going to have to use a cocoon, or he's going to die. So if you had actually originally ran after the mage, now again, I have the, you know, opportunity of pausing the video and talking about it a little bit, right? So this gives me an extremely large advantage when it comes to actually analysing the game. But this is something that I would recommend everyone to do if you're going to record your game, to kind of go through it and look like this. Also, something that I've been noticing is you haven't been, when you used Incarn, you should always use your artifact ability as well. You should be trying to use your artifact ability, Tiger's Fury, and Incarn together, because that's your one shot. You apply full bleeds, you then start basically biting the target as hard as you can. And then you could also stun the target as well. So you basically killed the mage here. It triggered his cast size. Is basically what happens when he dies. There you go. His stealth. You stun him again. He has nothing. This mage has nothing left. He daggers breaths you. He's going to meet you, but your bleed should kill him. Now, I don't really understand. Wait, let's just rewatch that where the mage's death here, because I think your monk actually ended up killing him. Something that I'm noticing you're doing is you're switching to the Havoc, like at really weird times. So, okay, what's happening here? So, you run past. The mage either died to bleeds or to your monk. I think it's to bleeds. Okay, yeah, it was. Wait, was it actually? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But that is going to, and at this point it's 1. Okay, so now you're using your artifact ability. You're probably going ham, going one shot. Now, okay, I know the game is over, but this is probably a BM like regrowth here. Like, you're double regrowthing and then you're Tiger's Fury. This is fine. Like, you've won this 1v1 anyway. So, just while this game wraps up, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. If I was going to summarize it really quick, this is a meta which you could have avoided by just being a little bit slower and watching that we actually had mana off cooldown. But just having a mental note of these things will help as well. As you can see, we're already at like a K MMR or so. But as we are on the score screen here, I'm just going to talk about what I noticed a little bit, things you can improve on. Try and use your instacasts on either regrowth. Every time you have one, you should be using one, because there was 1 or 2 in that game which you just kind of let time out. Now, it's not necessarily really bad if you do let them time out, but it's mainly just one of those things that you have the opportunity to help your healer by healing, or peel off a Demon Hunter, or root the target you're on, or just do something with it, because it means you're proactive. Also, look to kick more. Now, granted, you were against a mage that wasn't really casting that much, so it was hard for you to actually get the kicks. If you were going for them, but still be open, you know, have the open mind of, okay, I'm going to look for those kicks. So I hope that helped you, Wicked. If you are watching this video, I will link it to you when it's out. But those of you are watching this for entertainment purposes or to learn Feral, and you want to submit any of the gameplay for this footage, for this series, I'm going to be doing it with my own gameplay as well. We'll be doing another episode hopefully in a couple of days where I sort of go over my own gameplay. I'm also going to try doing it this way, a little bit more interactive and easier for me to kind of pause and kind of go over that way and talk about it a little bit live. And get that kind of process done. So if you want to see face cams in these videos, let me know as well. I can do those as well if that is something you would be enjoy from. But if you guys would like to see more videos like this one, then make sure to leave it with a like and let me know in the comment section down below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to be subscribed. And I've been Shadow, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Farewell.